Scorsese, DiCaprio, Emily Blunt, and Dwayne Johnson, yes, that Dwayne Johnson, circling a Hawaii set mob saga about a real syndicate called The Company. If leaks are right, this is The Rock's most dangerous role ever, and it could explain his entire slate for the next 2 years.
It's what everyone wants and needs. It's joyful. It's like this rip-roaring mad adventure.
And I think people are going to have a lot of fun, especially around the world as everyone is going back to movie theaters. So it's a great thing.
All right, honey? And we could talk this out, all right? Just use our words.
Industry reports say Scorsese's developing a 1960s 70s Hawaii crime film with Johnson, DiCaprio, and Blunt attached. Script by journalist Nick Bilton. The story centers on Wilford Nappy Pulua, the real mob boss who ran the company. Johnson and Bilton are also co-authoring a true crime book about Nappy, the basis for the movie. Translation, Johnson isn't just starring, he's building the text the film stands on. Official outlets describe a Goodfellas meets The Departed vibe in Hawaii. The package reportedly landed at 20th Century / Disney in March. Theory? Johnson likely plays Pulua, the Godfather of Hawaii, given the book tie-in and how he's telegraphed the role publicly. That sets up DiCaprio as either a mainland fixer / investigator or rival money. Someone who thinks he can civilize the islands. Blunt becomes the emotional detonator, journalist, wife, or power player who can move both men. That triangle screams Scorsese. The real history gives us spoiler-grade beats, turf wars with outside syndicates, labor corruption, gambling, and dope pipelines, and Pulua ultimately going down on tax charges, the untouchable Al Capone echo Scorsese loves. Expect culture clash pressure, statehood era, mainland capital versus local control.
Embarrass yourself like that in front of all those goddamn people.
If Johnson is Pulawa, anticipate a charisma as weapon arc, public folk hero veneer, private brutality, then a drawn-out squeeze by feds and rivals. The Scorsese sting. Who flips and who remembers where the money came from? Look at his 2025 to 26 slate. The Smashing Machine premieres at Venice September 1st and hits theaters October 3rd, 2025. Early features painted as raw, messy shades of gray. Johnson at his most vulnerable with Emily Blunt. Then the movie breakthrough. Dwayne Johnson will play a manipulative motivational guru, not a hero, a predator. He's building a corridor from invincible blockbuster guy to prestige danger. That corridor ends at Martin Scorsese. Gossip angle after Red One's bumpy path, delays, and a quick pivot to streaming that irked theaters. Johnson's been under a microscope for on-set discipline. That noise disappears if he lands a scorched earth prestige run. Multiple trade recaps and commentaries expect set-piece clashes with outside syndicates and US authorities, and a finale that's less hero falls and more empire atomizes. If it follows the history, the takedown hinges on money trails, not shootouts. Speculative twist, DiCaprio's character engineers the tax case, while Blunt's role forces Johnson's Pulawa to choose between family and business. That's classic Scorsese tragedy. The Smashing Machine, expect addiction, codependence, and career-breaking lows. It will come with heavy emotional exposure, not a sports movie sugar high. Jumanji 4 hitting theaters December 11th, 2026. Same core foursome likely back. Expect a new game mechanic twist to justify round 3. Fast 11 coming in theaters April 2027. Diesel teased back to LA street racing and a Brian O'Connor presence. Hobbs is back in this endgame. Live-action Moana in theaters July 10th, 2026. Hamilton's Thomas Kail directing. Newcomer Catherine Lagawai sets sail as Moana, and Dwayne Johnson returns as Maui. Disney's positioning it as a big Pacific Islands showcase. The company wrote Hawaii's underworld in blood and cash. If Scorsese lets The Rock be ruthless, DiCaprio play righteous, and Blunt pull the pin, this won't just be another mob movie. It'll be the film where Dwayne Johnson stops being a brand and becomes a real Hollywood legend. Drop your dream casting. Who should Leo and Blunt play? Who else would you cast? Which star would fit a mob role against DiCaprio and The Rock? Smash like and sub for every leak until the cameras roll.